Good morning, traders, and welcome to the opening trade. I am Ayla. All right, before we get started here, don't forget to first read and understand our disclosures found by both link and text in the description of this video. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the current uh, sim account balance. Let's bring over our dude from Ninja Trader. Here we go. Simulated the opening trade. Here's our cash value. The gross realized will match this as long as we take a manual or automated trade. This will change if any trades are performed. This will be the price after we pay our fee. It is pertinent that you know your fee schedule. So make sure that you know your fee schedule that is provided to you by your provider. So it is very important that you know your fee schedule. Okay, let's take a look at the back the back test results. For these four automated strategies that we could potentially see fire off live later in the stream. So the first automated strategy would be 6 minutes after the market has opened, and that's the New York market. And here's that strategy: back test open. Okay, so here we see our start and end dates. If you have the availability to run long back tests, it is, you know, that is the more information you have, the better choices you can make, right? Okay, so here we see our max drawdown, the gross loss, the gross profit, and the total net profit. 2 minutes after this automated strategy, we could potentially see a strategy fire off on the Russell 2000 futures. Again, here is the start and end date, the max drawdown, the gross loss, the gross profit, and the total net profit there. 2 minutes after that, we could potentially see two automated trades fire off at the exact same time as long as the trading parameters are met, and that would be on the NASDAQ futures and S&P 500 futures. So let's take a look at those. Here we have the NASDAQ start and end date, max drawdown, gross loss, gross profit, and total net profit. And then the S&P 500, we have the start and end date, max drawdown, gross loss, gross profit, and total net profit there. Okay, so now that we taken a look at those, first thing I like to do is make sure that my charts are on a 3-minute candle. I'm on the right account and the right strategy. And then I like to go to each tab just to double check because you know nothing would be worse than to think you had something set up and you didn't check it, and then you find out in the pertinent times that uh something didn't happen you thought was going to happen. So always double check, make sure your charts are ready to go. So another thing I like to do is every morning come in and see what happened in totality yesterday. So because we were only here for part of it. So here's the start of yesterday, right about there. And it went all the way over to right about here. This is the S&P 500. Okay, so then I like to get a closer view of today, so that way if I need to put my crosshairs on a candle, I can do so easily. So we have less than 5 minutes before we see the New York Open, so let's go ahead and take a look at all of yesterday in each market. So yesterday ran from right roughly here to roughly there, and today it's a climber, just like yesterday. Well, let's take a look at the Dow Jones futures. Alright, so yesterday was here all the way to here, again with some dips, but mostly a climber. Just steady, chart climber. Alright, so then we have the Russell 2000 futures. Again, we want to see what happened yesterday in. Okay, so yesterday's right about here. We had some dips. Finally regained its traction and kept on chugging up that mountain there. Okay, so let's make it a little bit easier. Alright, so now let's take a look at the crude oil. So yesterday was here. Wow. Yesterday was very up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright, so it goes all the way to here. It dipped. I kept trying to go back to the 200 period EMA. It finally did sometime in the night, early morning. No, that would be in the night. Alright, so let's make that a little bit easier to read here in case we need to place our crosshairs on a candle. It won't be so difficult. Okay, so we have less than 3 minutes before we see the New York markets open, so let's take a look at the calendar. What do we know happened yesterday? Since yesterday, the pending home sales month over month FOMC member bar spoke, crude oil inventories came out, and then this morning we had 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. The final GDP quarter over quarter came out, and you know, it was close to what was forecasted. They're very close to what was forecasted. All right, unemployment claims came out also close to what was forecasted, and the final GDP price index quarter for quarter came out exactly as forecasted. We will see at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time the natural gas storage report will be coming out at 1 p.m. FOMC member Kashkari speaks, and then at 3:45 p.m. Treasury Sec Yellen speaks. And then tomorrow we know that we need to keep an eye out for the core PCE price index month over month, the personal income month over month, personal spending, the Chicago PMI, the revised UOM consumer sentiment, the revised UOM inflation expectations. There will be 3 FOMC members speaking tomorrow. That's already gone up since yesterday when there was just one. So now we will hear from FOMC member Williams at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have less than a minute before the New York market opens. What happened there? Then we have at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, FOMC member Cook speaks. The New York market has just happened. Don't know why my computer is not saying it, but the New York market has opened. And then at 10 p.m. Friday, Eastern Standard Time, FOMC member Waller speaks. Okay, so so here we see crude oil. The current candle will close 3 minutes after the New York market. Um, when a candle is open, it can go from red to green, red to green. What we like to see, what I like to see is a red candle if I'm above the 200 period EMA, followed with a red here and a red here. Okay, so we would like to thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. We greatly appreciate it. Our systems are automated and they are live when enabled by the user. They run in the U.S. equity futures markets. Free trials for the automated trading systems are on our website at theopeningtrade.com. Don't forget to read and understand all associated risks listed on the website and in this video description. So we have less than 5 minutes before we could see the first automated trade take off, and that will be on this chart here, the Dow Jones Futures. This is the Russell. Here is crude oil. All right, let's take a look at the news. Brazilian industrial production contract in January. Treasury yields rise despite signs of a cooling economy. CVS Health expects to close Oak Street Health acquisition in H1. Oak Street shares rose 3 bells. Uh, Cozy releases its first outdoor sofa collection. Ooh, that would be interesting to look at. That's what I'm going to Google later. I'd love to see this outdoor sofa collection. The waterproof must be waterproof. Like, how long does it hold up to the sun? Alright, Toll Brothers announces grand opening of a clubhouse amenities at its Bartram Ranch community in St. Johns, Florida. So, if you are interested in that, how fun. Alright, Meta to allow EU users opt out of some targeted ads. Geez, how nice. I hate those targeted ads. Okay, let's see. The Baltic Index inches lower on a weak supramax demand. Okay, so the first candle closed. All the indicators are getting better for crude oil. So our first automated trade could potentially take place on the YM. Let's see what the other charts are doing. Here is S&P 500. This is the NASDAQ. Here's the YM, the Russell, and the crude oil. So crude oil is too close to the 200 period EMA for a good manual trade. So let's look at the news. We know we have less than a minute before we could potentially see this automated trade fire off. Uh, Foran Mining announced additional drill results from Tesla. Highlight intercept, highlight intercept 4.11%. CUEQ over 34.3 million. Shares rose more than 4% today.
Order submitted.
There we go. We see the automated trade did fire off on the Dow Jones futures. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over to my Ninja Trader. I'm going to disable it so that way if I want to move my stop loss up, I can do so without a problem. And it's really going for it. It's doing good so far. We have less than 2 minutes before we could potentially see another automated trade fire off, and that would be on the Russell 2000 futures, of course. Energy stocks climb pre-market today. Decibel Therapeutics receives European Orphan Drug designation for DBOTO. Energy stocks climb pre-market today. Yellen says U.S. bank rules may be too loose and need re-examination. And first mining gold quarter 4 loss widens and reiterates focus on
Order
strategic
submitted.
objectives. All right, so we heard the computer, which means that our Russell fired off. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do after we check and make sure it's the right chart that fired off is go and disable, uh, unenable the strategy in case I want to move those stop loss up. I could do so without it kicking me out. So we're in 2 automated trades. They're not, they don't look the prettiest at the moment, but the indicators are there to hold on. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We will hold on and see what the trading indicators do. Then a minute before we see 2 more automated trades potentially fire off as long as the trading indicators are met. Dimensions announces partnership with Newhouse Club to expand retreat offerings in Europe. 2-year yields hit a
Order
1-week
submitted.
highs on Beijing optimism. Okay, so order submitted means there we go. Nasdaq went off. And the S&P 500 also fired off, and all of them are going. So what I'm going to do is make sure that they're disabled in case I need to move my stop loss. Okay, so we are in for automated trades. Here is the Dow Jones futures, Russell 2000 futures, NASDAQ futures, S&P 500 futures. Crude oil is way too close to take a manual trade. It's too close to the 200 period EMA. And as always, make sure you do what you are comfortable with. So what I'm going to be doing is watching these four automated trades. Um, if one starts to shoot off into a skyrocket, just like NASDAQ's doing, then I'm going to move my stop loss up. Alright, so we will just move our stop loss out of the way to let it do its thing. Okay, so here is S&P 500, here is the NASDAQ, here is the Dow, and the Russell. Alright, so let's see. Canada weekly earnings growth nears 2 years, and the Canadian dollar climbs to a 1 month high as wave of fear recedes. Jobless claims expected to rise in the coming market. Russian security service detains Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. Probably. Take a look at our automated trading. These are all long positions. Here's the Russell with crude oil is very close to the 200 period EMA. The computer seems to be lagging a little bit. Alright, so here we are in for autumn trade. Start Industry partners with Nikola for liquid hydrogen storage tanks, and other equipment. Greystone provides 10.6 million in HUD insured financing for affordable housing community in Jacksonville, Florida. Aqua Bounty Tech says Richard Clothier will retire from its board. Commodities market impacts the weather. Big storm moving into the plains. As always, what do I say? Keep one eye on the weather and the other on crude oil. They're forever in a tangle. One cannot move without the other. All right, so Thriva Biologics reports 2022 loss per share of $1.31. Blue Rhino renews its partnership with the International Rhino Foundation. Canon announces a new Colorado M series encompassing modular design and white ink options. Ocurier, nope, Ocuprayer, I'm not sure how you say that. Pharma believes cash on hand sufficient to fund its operations into 2025. Telco Technologies quarter 4 loss narrows and revenues grow. Faraday Future finally begins production of its luxury electric vehicle. The stock soars. Ozolp Energy Solutions Incorporated commits to customer support amid industry changes. Alright, the NASDAQ is looking pretty good there. Not as good as it looked earlier. ES is looking good. The Dow is taking a turn apparently. Russell's looking alright. Hoping to see a giant candle here in the NASDAQ. What do we know is going to happen today? We know that at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, the natural gas storage report is going to come out, and at 1 p.m., the FOMC member Kashkari is going to be speaking in at 3:45 Eastern Standard Time. The Treasury Sec Yellen speaks. What did Yellen say in the news? Yellen said in the news today that the U.S.-based rules may be too loose and need re-examination. So that could be potentially what they speak about. Who knows? But I do know that we will be around to check it out. The NASDAQ is starting to move upward. It just saw 400 there. S&P 500 is starting to move a little bit. Looks like my computer's being a little laggy. The Dow has taken a turn for a work. Uh, the Dow is turned on me. Um, but we're running off of a gap system, so we're not going to move our stop loss up. So hopefully it doesn't go all the way down there. So that would be sadness. Alright, so looks like the S&P and the Nasdaq started to lose its momentum. Hopefully it comes back. Here we're watching the Russell. Genesis Incorporated announced a new multi-year Stonehaven excavation management software as a service contract with San Diego County, California. Hardcore integrates ChatGPT into Hardcore CMS for automated content creation. Howarding International Incorporated announced it has resumed trading again. Get back. Sonita Senior Living announces quarter four loss per share of $2.79. Iteris awarded $2.5 million by San Bernardino County Transportation Authority. Bed Bath & Beyond files to sell shares. Supercom announces pricing of a 2.4 million registered direct offering. Bark announces an appointment of two new independent directors, and it looks like the markets have lost their momentum. Hopefully not, though. Still in our automated trades here. Hamilton Thorne post quarterly diluted EPS of 0.01. Achieve Life Sciences announces refresh to its board. H.B. Fuller Company currently expects to incur costs of about $15 million to $20 million on implementing resurrection plans. That I have disengaged my strategy, and I'm going to move my stop loss up because we've gone over 600, and if it turns around, I don't want to lose all that. Now we're up to almost 800, so I'm going to move it up just a little bit, because I don't want to lose any of those greenbacks, right? Okay, so S&P 500 is being about, it's moving up. Russell, here we go. Russell's going up. Okay, so NASDAQ, I need to move myself up a little bit. I'm just gonna move the S&P 500 up. Alright, it looks like the NASDAQ is starting to lose its, hopefully it picks up some more energy and keeps on going. Go, go, buddy, go. The Dow is not being our friend right now. Look at the NASDAQ, it might hit that red bar, but that's why we put it there, just to make sure that we don't, lose too much of that.
Order filled.
Okay, that means something hit a red bar, and it was the NASDAQ. It did see a win of $560. We're still in three automated trades, S&P 500, Dow, and the Russell.
Order filled.
So, and it was a loss. So hopefully the Dow and the Russell can turn around and see uh, some kind of green profit. Again, you should do what feels comfortable to you.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Alright, so we got stopped out in all of our trades. I've been taking some manual trades here on the NewsJet.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Again, make sure that you can get it to use or reflect the trade or try to and it's going to know. Let's see if I titled, browse, browser, Pluto. Pluto, Pluto. Trying to get over into the green, so out of it. Help to vote on GOP and production. Hold on, come on, hold on.
Stop filled.
Stopped out, so because I went into that last trade and it lost, we're down for the day, so make sure after your fee schedule you know where you're down. So we'll be back tomorrow to see how the markets fare. Have a great day.